have with us Dr. Sumit Chowdhury, President, Enterprise Ecosystem, Reliance Jio Infocomm. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So my first question to you is, as you delivered a lecture on career growth, and you yourself have been in the industry for so many years, so we would like to know, what is your success mantra?
My success mantra is to find a goal and meet and beat it every day. Every day find the goal and keep changing. When I say every day, means every instance of the time you're defining new goals. And success happens when you meet it or beat it. Right? And you have to keep redefining this goal all the time. There is no one criteria which I say is this is the criteria. In one thing it could be something else, in some other thing, in my paintings it is something, my music it is something, in my career it is something else. So I keep defining these things and all the time, including this interview for that matter, and I have to do the best that I can and feel good about it at the end of the task. And then I say, okay fine, this goal is over. This interview I did the best I could, I have no regrets about it. And that is success, when I have no regrets about the task because I did the best I could and I beat my own expectations, only my own expectations.
Yes, and that is successful. Sir, as the ICT industry is growing at the rate of knots, so what are the new avenues you think is suitable for students like us?
I think right now the opportunity space is enormous because it is changing.
Yes.
And if things are changing, that creates opportunities. If things are stagnant, that is where you don't have opportunities. When we were growing up, there weren't too many opportunities, but today I see in the ICT space, there is so much that is happening. There is opportunities in telecom per se, in information, in entertainment, in a combination of all of these, in doing things which nobody has done. You're looking at opportunities where you're combining IT with telecom, you're combining telecom with entertainment, entertainment with interactivity and e-commerce. We are connecting medical with telecom, you're connecting medical with IT with telecom. People who can combine things together are absolutely leading the way. So you should always try to find things which are combination of things. If you just stay in telecom, you can have X opportunities, but if you combine it with medical, if you combine it with entertainment, you combine it with education, you have 10x the number of opportunities in front of you. So amazing set today. I wish I was 22 right now and relive everything else from your perspective. But I keep doing, I think I'm 22, I keep reinventing.
Yes, sir. So next, I would like to tell you that SITM has recently joined hands with TSDSI, which is an organization that is formed with DOT. It is responsible for setting 5G standards for the end-to-end ecosystem. So what do you have to say for such rich exposure that the students of SITM are getting through such industrial types?
Absolutely. So I think M2M is going to be the future. In fact, I am betting a lot of my enterprise business constructs around machine-to-machine learning and machine-to-machine transactions, both in the retail and home segment as well as in the industrial segment. And if you are part of this body which is going to set the standards, absolutely, I would love to be in that body.
Yes, sir.
I would love to contribute to the standards which are there. I want my organization to be participating in this, and we are spending a lot of time and effort in M2M. That is going to be where, as I said, multiple things come together. IT, instrumentation, big data, medical, education, everything put together is what M2M is. When machines are...
It is for the Indian...
Absolutely, and it is so uniquely different than what is working in the rest of the world, that India would have to set its own standards, will have to do things very uniquely differently.
Yes, sir. So my next question is, how did you find the Q&A session with the students? So do you think they are inquisitive enough, and will this fit into appropriate roles in your own company?
I think the students were inquisitive. I think there is a sense of humor in them, because if you lose that sense of humor and we become all very monotonous and have only one-sided, you are used to presentation and you go away after the presentation, it's very boring. It's boring for the presenter, it is very boring for the students. I think I had that connect with the students. Students I thought had a connect back with me. That's what my feedback was in my own way. I'm going to hear more about it through the feedback.
Yes.
But it's interesting.
Yes, I hope they met up your expectations.
I will see later. They haven't yet proved everything.
Yes, I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
And sir, last but the most important question. So what was the driving force that inspired you to write your latest book, Rules of the Game? So please throw some light on this book.
I think the motivation was to make an impact on the world. That in a microcosm, I want to make sure that there are a more number of people who are able to relate to this book in India or in the rest of the world as well, where they understand what it takes to succeed in the workplace. They understand the nuances that nobody will teach them or tell them at work. It is conflicting advice. How do you sift through this level of conflicting advice that is there and do something different? How do people find themselves? I think that is where I lay a lot of stress on in the book, is people self-discovering themselves through work. You can become self-aware through meditation, but this book is not about meditation. This book is about working. It's about going out and practically doing things such that you can discover who you are.
Absolutely.
It is about discovery from work. Karma yogi, becoming a karma yogi. If I can use a term which is very defines the book. It is about finding yourself through work, finding yourself through day-to-day experiences at work, at your. When I say work, it could be at your workplace, at education institutes, at any place. Wherever you're interacting with people, you find yourself. Through every interaction, you find yourself.
And that is very important.
Yes,
in
it is.
Turbulent market.
Yeah, I hope that I'm being able to impact a whole lot of people more than what I would if I just gave presentations to people about my thoughts. I can probably touch only 10,000 people, but if with the book, I can probably touch millions of people if I can, and that's the purpose.
And that is so true, sir. So that would be it, and we wish you all the very best for your book.
Thank you.
And I'm sure it will do great.
I hope, and I am looking for everybody's contribution.
Yes,
to make
sir.
it
At least SITM will play an important role in that.
Thank you so much.